Alright, we're back playing Final Fantasy VII, and as a note, I haven't undone getting Knights of the Round. This is a save from before doing that, so the grind file will have that particular summon, this file will not, and this is the one that's going to go through and beat the game pretty much as is, hopefully, just to show that it's possible, and also there's specific reasons about Sephiroth that I will actually get to when I get there. But this is who's going in, me, Makoto, B-Dude. We're gonna have team beat them with physical attacks until they cry like children. And two people have ribbons. Makoto has a safety bit, because you need somebody with instant death protections. Ribbons do not protect you against that. Does he have another? He does have other weapons. Why am I not? Okay, why did I not equip it with anything? I think Emerald seems to be fine. Is there better armor for him? Or armor? I think he lost steel as well on death blow, but I'm not worried about that. Yeah. Everything is as usual, set up just stuff to level, master. Everyone has their enemy skill, you know, restore all, mystify added effects, random stuff. B-Dude has the slash all, I have double cut. So yeah, let's go into the dungeon. Let's start the timer so I know where the hell I'm at. Alright, so once you're at the crater there, just circle to lower yourself, and we're gonna go on down. The enemies here, most of which suck. Most of them are just lots of Now when you get here, you can only slide down. That cave on the left there is actually how you leave this area, and you can leave it pretty much at any time. There's nothing stopping you. There's no barrier at any place you jump down at that you where it seems like you can't get back up. There's a different alternate path back up, and you have to enter that cave. It'll take you up there, and then you climb up a small portion, and you can get right back to the highwind, literally at any time. That fell down for no reason, but in here we get the save crystal. Now you're asking yourself, what the hell is a save crystal? Well, it will create a save point, and you only get one of these in the dungeon, and I'm going to basically hold on to it until almost the very end. Well, actually the very end. So we have our first new enemies here. I hate these stupid things. Gargoyles. These things are immune to pretty much everything until they basically stone themselves. Right now, these are just statues. You can attack them to force them to do it, or you can just wait long enough and they'll do it on their own. They are also the enemies that are capable of casting level 4 death, as not only both a basic move, but as well as, yeah, as a death throw there. It hits all of you. Nothing you can do about it except not be a multiple level 4, which nobody currently is. It did pop up for a miss on Makoto there because he has a safety bit, so he's protected anyway. He is actually the closest person to being susceptible to that. But I digress. Yeah, those guys, they freaking suck. They only have 2,000 HP, but you have to either hit them to wake them up or sit there and let them wake up on their own. And I'm basically just going to run from them every time I see them from now on. They're only in the beginning part of the dungeon. And you get a guard source. There will be a lot of sources in this dungeon as well. But we have... Oh, okay, here we go. We have... Do I not... Oh, God, did I not... We have Dark Dragon. Dark Dragon is actually very interesting because he is a very good monster to level up off of, because he gives 5,000 experience. He has 14,000 HP, and his only immunity is lightning. But... And we could steal Dragon Arm once, I guess, if we really wanted to. Oh, he's confused. Yeah. He killed himself. Also, you can manipulate him, and he can teach you Dragon Force as an enemy skill, as well as something else. I think Laser. I need to get manipulate back on somebody. Yeah, but no. I don't have to worry too much about it because I don't use either of those things during the thing or during this dungeon, and the grind file already has, you know, the fully powered enemy skills. But then we have this freaking thing. This is Scissors, and as far as I can tell, there are actually two parts to this jerkwad. Though it doesn't really look like it. Yeah, the lower half you can't even attack for whatever reason. It just kind of is there to give him a second turn. But as the top half has 2,900 HP. You can target the lower half, but it doesn't even do anything. So I don't even know what the point of that is. Other than, hey, let's have a monster that has, you know, multiple turns. And see, at any point, if you can, you know, if you find certain spots where it'll say press X to climb up, and then you can climb back up, and you're still, you know, not restricted from going anywhere. But we need to grab all the treasure. And there's still one more enemy in this particular part of the dungeon that I would like to demonstrate. There are also two paths to take down. I didn't want to climb up. Get an elixir. Yeah, the right path would basically be the, let's just run down, you know, if you're on your second trip and all the treasure is achieved. Is there something? I have a feeling there's something over here. Oh, wait, is it up there? I think I see the little materia symbol. Yeah, there it is. To get this, I think you have to walk. No, or not that. It's not that. What is? How do I get up there? Oh, I think it's this one. If you walk to the right here, you can come into a random battle. That's probably more gargoyles. No, it's actually the enemy that I wanted to show. Parasite. Not a very difficult enemy in any way. Not exactly the best part to grind. Probably aside from the dragons, these are the things you want to run into most if you're level grinding or AP grinding. They have 6,000 HP, and they're weak to wind and holy. You know, two things you can't really do anything with. I'm not a fan of Slash All, mainly because once it upgrades to its second level, it becomes Flash, which essentially is just an instant death attack on every enemy, and if they're immune to it, it doesn't do anything, and it's kind of like removes the materia completely. So it's like, why bother? But there we get another HP absorb. Let's try and counter glove for at least this room. And probably the next one. Make sure I keep the timer here so I know what I'm at. About 8 minutes or so. This dungeon is quite long. We are probably going to have to do this through several episodes. The treasure chest down there. And we get magic swords. That's pretty much most of the sources in the game, and essentially what you could do is you could climb up one path, or you could go down one path to get the treasure, climb up the other path to get the other treasure, which is pretty much what I'm doing. Except you probably should have went right first, because you can't climb up from there. Well, I said you can leave at any point because there's always a way back. It doesn't mean every way is the way back. Like you can't, if you go down the right path, you can't climb back up that way. You have to climb up this way, which is what I should have done in the first place. But I'm an idiot and don't do things efficiently. The next room will be probably a pretty clear indicator of that. Because it is also complicated. Well, it's more complicated than this room. And here we have a guard source. And that's all the treasure for here. Now we need to continue on to the next room. Now, we have several caves, actually, and the caves all go to one specific room. But I think what I want to do is, I want to go down... Can I not? No. Do I have to go down this way? Yeah. Grab this. Get up there. Down here, grab this. Get a Mega Elixir. Actually, I think, do I want to go down here first? Yeah, I do. Because we can grab this. Up for a hero drink. Go in here, and now we're at the bottom of the room from the top there. The way down is that little loop path to my left right there. Now we're just getting some more sources. I'll probably spam those out toward when I get to the end there. But the easy way down is what you have with treasure is just drop down twice. You go in this door, through this little loop here. You'll come down on this side, drop down there, there, one more time to the left, down there, and then you're good. Okay, here we go. We have the split. Essentially, what you have to do is you have to assign your party members to going down different paths in the area. And depending on which path you send people down, they will pick up an item along the way. It's ultimately not important, because you can then traverse each of those paths and pick up whatever they didn't. You can literally pick up everything they missed. So aside from trying to get several items, I guess, ahead of time, it's really not that too big a deal. But let's set them to go how we're gonna go. Yeah. I'm gonna go left. Triple's also going left. Mika is going right, and she is the only one. Right is going left. Lumi's going left. Ian's going left. Pluto's going left. And Viju's also going left. And you can only take 2 party members that if you went in the same direction as they did. So if you said I'm going right, and then you were the only one going right, you're by yourself. But I just set Mika to the right so somebody is going down there, because there's no point in worrying about who goes where, because they all meet up at the end anyway, and you know, all they have is different items that you can pick up from the paths that they went. Yeah, that's all. You know, I don't know why that took so long for her to say that, but the path to the right is also what I like to call the enemy skill path, because that is where you learn most of the enemy skills, and I'll show that when I actually go down that path to collect the treasure. But next time we're going to go to... Actually, no, let's go down to this screen, because we get basically split up again. And yeah, I'm gonna go down. Alright, Triple's not coming with me, so he's going up. Pagoda is coming with me, so he's going down. Umi is not coming with me, she'll go up, and Ian, or wait, no, it's Ian, he can also go up. Pluto can also go up, and Vidu is going down. Just the two people that you want to go with you, just go the same direction as you, and everything will be good. The top path here, where they're all going, is the grind path, as I call it, because that's where a lot of the enemies that I grind off of, you know, when I did my grinding, that's where they all hang out. Okay. So now we're on this path, and I'm gonna turn the counters back on, see if I can run into something new. Ah, there we are. We have a... see, not... okay, Armored Golem. I somehow apparently turned that off. Armored Golem. He has 10,000 HP, no weakness, you can morph him into guard sources. He actually has the ability, I think, to guard himself like that. And basically, yeah. Level is he? Still 41, so yeah, he's not really... oh, okay, it looks like it affects all damage. It looks like he's stole a turbo ether. Yeah, these things are annoying. You want to either kill them or run away, because they're not worth a whole lot. There we go. That's right, I forgot I put, see, now Dilly would be susceptible to level 4 death, but he's not. I put... yeah, I put added cut on steel, so that's why he keeps doing that, which is good. So that essentially gives him double cut. Over here we have a remedy. We head up. Looks like, thank you. Sometimes the jumping paths are automatic. Like, that you only have to press, you know, up or down once to jump to the end. Sometimes they're not. That will actually be important later. Now see, all these treasure chests are just random items. Well, not random, but they're just consumable items. Alamagni, this stupid thing. This is also in the room, the grind room, and it's like the weakest and worthless enemy in there. He has 8,000 HP, he's weak to wind. He can do a bunch of nonsense. But kill him, and then... and no, never mind. I think that's all the enemies on this path that I care about. Or that are... the robot was the main one. Make sure what time we're at here. 17 minutes, or about 18 minutes, I guess. Turbo Ether. Now see, all these, if you sent people down this path and didn't go it yourself and then walked it later, some of these treasure chests would be open. Because obviously there's more treasure on this path than there are party members. So even if you were to send everyone down here, you know, but they would pick up the important stuff like this thing, like the magic counter materia. That will, it's a support materia that will counter with whatever paired summon or magic that it is paired with, which is great if you want to, you know, counter Knights of the Round everything. Which I really don't, because that would just take forever. Okay, can you get down, please? Thank you. And a Turbo Ether. And also, you see, there's a materia on this platform above me. You have to try to jump and hit X to grab it while you're going, because the jump is automatic. Come on, get it today, please. Thank you. And we get the Mega All. Yeah. That basically is a purple all materia that turns all of the equivalent actions into all. In the same way that, it would if they were all paired with an all materia. But this is the final room, and right here we're going to create a save point. Okay, there it is. Did I pass by again? Oh, there it is. Okay, save first of all. Yes, I would like to create a save point here. Alright, so let's... If you go over here... Yeah, your party members will show up. And the places that they came out of, which is where they would have... Which is where you would have come out of had you taken either path that they chose. Okay, so now basically everybody here will have an item except the two people that came with me. So let's talk to Mika, and she gives me Mithril, which again you could trade for a gold armlet now, or the Venus, or not the Venus Gospel, the Great Gospel. But again, that's pointless because she's dead. And we get a vaccine. He with me. He found a remedy. He has a magic source. Yuffie's is kind of funny. Yeah, didn't you find something? No? Alright. And, yeah, of course, she found the counter materia, which I want to say is another counter attack, but it might not be. Oh no, she gives you another command counter. Or, I think she gives you the command counter. I don't think I have one equipped. Yeah, oh, so that's where you get the command counter materia. Can I get back up there? Thank you. Yeah, see, he doesn't have anything, and he doesn't have anything. But alright, I am gonna... And basically, you can leave them there. You can't PHS on this save point, but you can leave them there until basically you're ready to fight the end of the game. But I'm going to save up here, and then I'm going to run back to the top part where the paths split, and I'm going to show you the other two paths next time on Let's Play Final Fantasy VII. So until then, thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for all your support. We are almost done with this game, so I'm going to start Final Fantasy VIII next, I believe, and though that game doesn't have any nameable characters except two, which already have names, you can, in fact, choose the name for one of the Guardian Forces. So let me know down below who you want to be, what you want me to name them. It can be, because they're Guardian Forces and not very, it's not very prevalent to their names. They don't really have to, you don't have to look too hard at the name, whatever. You can name them whatever you want, something ridiculous. As long as it's not vulgar, that's fine. But, have a good night, everybody.